There we go. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Someone wants to come up and say hello. Say hello. Oh, it's taken me a little while to kind of get back into the swing of normal vlogging because obviously we come back from Canada and it's like such an amazing trip, and now we're just back in rubbish old London and it's a bit like, I don't know, like an anti-climax almost. So I'm just trying to really gear myself up for getting back into the swing of normal vlogs and things. So this week I've actually had a relatively social week because I'm not really a sociable person, but this week I've seen a few people. I had a meeting in town on Monday, then I saw Debs. I went over to Debs' house in Colchester on Tuesday evening and I stayed the night. Then I came back home. Then I went back on Thursday and I stayed the night again because she had her divorce dinner because her divorce has finally come through. So that was really nice. So I got to meet lots of her other friends and yeah, we just had a night of celebrating Debs, which was really lovely. I'm sure some of you might have seen that over on her stories. And then yesterday was a bit of a sort of nothing day. I got home middle of the day from Debs' house because it's quite a drive for me. It's like an hour and a half, like at best, drive. So I got back sort of around lunchtime and then I had started to feel on Thursday night the makings of a cold coming into my body. So Friday I was just a bit wiped out because we had a late night out at the dinner and I didn't get a great deal of sleep, so I was just feeling a little bit groggy, to be honest with you. And then of course the makings of this cold, these foreign antibodies that I can feel starting to invade my system. So I had a little bit of downtime yesterday and I napped for most of the day. I'm at that age now where I have midday naps. How fun. So that brings us up to today. And yeah, today the weather is really rubbish actually. It is a grim time for weather here in the UK at the moment, London in particular. It's just grey, wet, chilly. It's just not the one for weather. Like when we've spent really nice time in Canada and it was crisp, we had a bit of snow, it was always bright, we had sun, there wasn't really any rain, and now we've come back home and it's like rain. Ugh, it's not great for the mood. But we've got a few things that I'm going to update you guys on in this vlog, a few like homey things which are going to be quite, I don't know if they're interesting. They're interesting for us. A few little updates around the house and all that kind of jazz. But as we're trying to stay in keeping with our Canada trip and we're trying to stay outdoorsy and, you know, maintain all of the energy and the walking that we did, we are going to go out and give the dogs a nice long walk this morning. So I'm going to go and get dressed. And then that is, yeah, the plan of action for most of the day today. Right, I'm dressed and I'm ready. The babies are ready and raring to go for their walk as well because we've used the W word already, so they're getting geared up. But before we go, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about this fantabulous coat that I am donning currently. And this is actually part of a paid partnership with Arket, who you all know is one of my favourite brands. I'm in there all the time, shopping online with them all the time. I constantly bang on about their basics. And as you know, I only work with brands and talk about products which I genuinely believe in. So you're going to see a little ad on screen now because this is part of a paid partnership. But I also genuinely love the brand. So for me, this is like a dream collaboration, to be honest with you. Now, Arket emailed me a couple of weeks ago. It was actually when we just got back from Canada, which I'm actually really gutted about because this coat would have been perfect for Canada. And they emailed me about this new range of outerwear that they're bringing out, and it was made from upcycled down, or filled at least with upcycled down. And I read a bit of information on this new collection and I actually thought, do you know what, that is brilliant. It's actually not a new thing. Lots of down is recycled in various different ways, from bedding and pillows and from clothing. Arket in this particular range use down which has already been used in other clothing items, and basically what happens is they take that down, it is washed in naturally hot thermal water so that it's all cleaned and freshened up, and this is all done with... Oh! Sorry about that little aggressive interlude. Something was happening over there, a little conversation about a treat. So it's washed with naturally hot thermal water, and this is without the use of chemicals, which I think is absolutely brilliant, because that's what we're all about these days. We want to try and cut down the use of chemicals in the production of our clothing because it is so damaging to the environment. So Arket have come up with this amazing new range, and this one that I'm wearing is like the shorter, or it's kind of the middle version. It's like not too long, not too short, but they have a few different styles. They've got a really long version, they've got a slightly more cropped version as well, and they also have some more bold colours if perhaps me in my classic black is not quite doing it for you. I've gone for one with a hood just because I feel like this is going to be a really good jacket for when we go walking the dogs. Me and Simon are going to go to Munich, so this is definitely going to be a coat that I take to Munich with us because it is freezing cold over there, and we've been around this kind of time of year before and it's super, super cold. So yeah, I'm very on board with things like this, and I just think that Arket is one of those brands that's really leading the way in this kind of thing, and recycling, upcycling, reusing, being super transparent about their things are made. So yeah, I'm very much on board, and when they sent me the email to, you know, about this coat collection, I immediately jumped at the chance. So I hope you guys kind of maybe do a bit of your own research, check out the collection, there's links down below in the description box, and yeah, here we go, me and my fabulous new coat. We're gonna go out and take the babies out for a nice long walk. We are full of fresh air and a little bit windswept actually, but we're back from our walk, so I thought I would now take the chance to just update you guys on a few bits and bobs that have kind of been in my mind, kind of things that have made their way into the house. As you can see here, we've got some interior ideas floating around in our minds, my mind mainly. So after we came back from Canada, I kind of felt like I loved all the interiors over there. They were a bit more sort of moody, darker, not depressing, which I think is some people's sort of first thought when you talk about darker colours in interiors. They just had, I don't know, a vibe about them that I really liked. And so it got me thinking, it got me Pinteresting, and I kind of did a bit of research, and I just feel like in terms of interiors, my taste has probably changed since the last time we decorated, which was 3 years ago. So that is what prompted all of these lovely little testers that you see on the wall behind me, and some new furniture. Right, so I'm currently up in our bedroom upstairs, and you guys will have already seen this if you follow me or if you've watched my stories over on Instagram, but we have a new chest of drawers. We also still have the old chest of drawers, which is a little bit awkward. I'm going to attempt to move this today. But basically, this was our vibe before, for those of you who are new. Very much greys, whites, you know, very bright and airy. And, well, yeah, basically, hello. I kind of just got a bit bored of that, and I feel like now I'm perhaps a little bit more of the moody variety, like these we see here. We'll come back to those in a minute. So I did a little bit of looking online, I was looking on Pinterest, and I kind of saw this wood called mango wood, and that's what this is. So I decided to do a little bit of furniture hunting. I found this on made.com, of which I purchased. It was not gifted, and it's kind of like a mid to dark mango wood, and it's got these gold sort of distressed and I don't know, what would you call that, etched handles on there. It's all solid, so even like these runner bits in here, which I would normally presume would be plastic or metal, everything is solid. This bad boy was heavy, like the two of us trying to get this upstairs was quite hilarious. Now I'm one of those people that collects furniture bit by bit, and I can't wait to put it in the room it's due to go in until I've collected everything. Like literally, as it arrives, it will go straight in the room, which is why we've got the situation of this is all ready and filled with all of our things. And then we've got this, which is still stuck here. So we will try and move this today. Now, in terms of the rest of the room, I'm going to address these little paint samples over here. So we've got 4 on here at the moment, but there's a couple of other paint samples that other people have suggested, which I'm going to try. So we've got, this one is from B&Q, it's their own brand, it's called Cincinnati. This is also B&Q, it's called Hamilton, sorry, little fudge up there. This is Dulux Natural Slate. I'm actually not a big fan of this one because, as you can see, I put the same amount on as all the others, and this one was just really watery, which is odd because actually the colour that we have on the walls at the moment is also Dulux. It's called Polished Pebble, and that one went on fine, but this, no, was not loving it. And then this one, a paint I always swore I would never ever buy, which is Farrow and Bull, just because I was admittedly used to think it was incredibly pretentious paint because it's so expensive. Just this sample pot alone was £4.95, I think, so almost a £5 for a sample pot. Crazy. But funnily enough, this one ended up being the one which I like the most. But we haven't made a final decision yet because we're going to get a couple more sample pots to just put on the wall. And then basically the plan is that we're just going to do this wall that the bed is against. The bed is also going to be changed. We would like a wooden bed. These side tables obviously are going to be changed. We're not going to keep those mirrored. But these are all just decisions which are kind of in the making. So that's kind of a little update up here, but we also have some decisions to make for down in the lounge. Well, I've just been doing some sorting out of some bits and bobs, trying to clear out my bedside table because Simon's already cleared his out. I needed to clear mine out so that we can kind of decide on the bed and the bedside table. So I just wanted to get it all empty so that it's ready to be moved, because when we move the big chest of drawers, we may as well move those as well. So I completely forgot to show you guys all the paint swatches and things. Where are they? There they are. That I've been doing in the front room. So I'm going to show you guys those. Now I'm hoping you can see these in this light because it is getting a little bit darker outside now. So we have just got sort of things like the lamp on. So I've got 4 different shades here. So as you might be able to tell, we're kind of aiming for more of a bluey tone in the lounge. Apart from this one here, which actually, this is the same B&Q own brand Cincinnati, which funnily enough down here looks grey, but in the bedroom it looks blue. And then I have some other blues here as well. So this one is definitely going to be a no for down here because the way that the light is in this room, we didn't want grey. So we've got one up here by Dulux. This is called Saphire Salute and it's matte. That's very, very navy, that one. This one is a little bit more teal-esque, and this is another B&Q own brand and it's called Antibes. I really like that actually. And then this one is another Farrow and Bull, and this one is Stiff Key Blue. Now lots of you guys, because I've been sharing this kind of thing on my Instagram stories, lots of you guys have been suggesting Farrow and Bull Hague Blue. So I am going to pop out to the DIY shops and see if I can find a tester pot for that so we can add that here as well. And there's a couple of other paints by some other brands which you guys have suggested over on Insta stories, which I'm going to pop on there as well before we make the final decision. And basically the plan for these colours is to just do this wall that the sofa is on, because our lounge, and then we kind of have this little dining area over here which we also want to change. it's so large, it's such a massive expanse of space, and there's a lot of walls. We just feel like if we paint the whole thing in a dark colour, it's just going to make it all seem very small. And it is only a 2-bedroom, I say only, it's a 2-bedroom terraced house, so I feel like I like to make the most of the bigger rooms in the house, if that makes sense. So I just feel like maybe one feature wall, and we have this weird little, I don't even know what that is. I think it used to be some sort of divider from where the stairs was. We have that to split off from the staircase, so I feel like we do have a good little, I don't know, marker there so that we can just paint this wall. So this is all going to be like little ongoing projects. So from now on, throughout the next few vlogs, you know, up until Christmas and probably even after Christmas, we're just going to be doing little bits and bobs here and there. Morning everyone. It's more like afternoon. It is now Sunday afternoon. We are, or I am at least, dressed, ready to go. I'll show you the outfit in a mojo. We've got to go and pick up all those other paint samples because we need to start making some decisions ASAP so that we can get rid of all these random little blobs on the walls. So that's what we're going to do, and hopefully we're going to go and get some lunch today as well, and maybe just scope out some other bits of furniture and things. So as I mentioned yesterday, the weather here in the UK is grim at the moment, so I am wearing a rain mac. Don't think this is fully waterproof. In fact, it's not fully waterproof, but it is just literally like a fashion rain mac. It'll do for a brief shower. This is from the Autograph range at Marks and Spencer's. Judith is my bag of choice for today, just because we're going for all the sort of navies and neutrals. Underneath, I've got a big chunky jumper on. This is navy. I don't know if it might show up as black on screen, but it is navy. This is from And Other Stories. The jeans are from Arket. These are the regular jeans. These are my new favourite jeans because they are long enough. I used to be wearing the regular jeans that are cropped all the time in summer, but now that it's got to kind of chillier temperatures, I just feel that a longer length is more appropriate. They are an online exclusive, so they're only available online. You can't actually buy those in store. And then I've got navy high top Converse on, so they all fit in with the very navy and neutral vibe.
I spy with my little eye someone picking up more Farrow and ball paint.
Despite I swore I would never buy.
Yeah, despite telling me we're definitely not getting it. 100,000,000% not buying it. And this is the 5th one that we've picked now.
How much are you going to buy? Several?
No, we're getting several.
Yeah.
So that's like 100 now we've got. And one non-Farrow and ball. So I assume it's just Farrow and ball we're getting.
Right, it pains me as much as it pains you to admit that I was wrong.
Not only are we getting Farrow and ball paint, which someone said we're not going to, we're out shopping on a Sunday in Lakeside and it's absolutely heaving. No. Yay. Ooh, decisions. Literally only got 4 shades of blue, but been here about half hour trying to decide which one's right. Oh yeah, let's have another little look at the samples at the top.
I want to like be able to take them out.
Yeah, come out completely different on the wall, they do up there. But let's just have a look. No, nowhere near that colour.
Huh?
Nowhere near.
No, this is a complementary colour to go with it.
I mean, look, 62 quid, 62 quid, 62 quid, 62 quid, 62 quid. We're all 62 quid. Who pays £62 for a pot of paint?
Maybe us.
No, not maybe us. I refuse. I refuse to pay 62 quid for some paint.
Do you know what won me around? It's water-based. So
the name, probably.
When you wash your brushes, it doesn't go into the ocean. It's not oil-based paint like all these cheap ones.
Oh, I didn't know that.
There you go. See, that's exactly what I said.
So I don't know if it's still worth 62 quid though.
We are home and our bellies are full. Someone over there is doing some work, and
At least one of us is.
Huh?
At least one of us.
Yeah. I'm doing my own form of work. I've just de-lidded all of my little testers and I'm going to start popping these on the wall. So this one's the one I'm most excited about. This is Hague Blue. Woo! Are you excited?
Very.
You look like you're about to doze off. Right, I've just added on Hague Blue to the ender. It's not fully dry yet, but from this kind of angle you can at least see. It does have a slightly more teal vibe like this, but not quite as bright in comparison to the one which I preferred, which was Stiffkey Blue. So yeah, still don't really know. And then up in the bedroom, I've made quite the grey collage on the wall in the bedroom. So I've added on, what did we have before? So we had Downpipe by Farrow. This is a different paint company called, or paint brand called Colour Courage, and it is actually water-based like Farrow & Ball, but it was much cheaper. For like a large tin it was £20 in comparison to them who are like 60 odd pounds. So this one's called Dark Graphite, slightly warmer than the Farrow & Ball, and I do actually really like that one. But then to have complementing colours, because as I said to you guys before, we're just going to do this wall in the dark colour. I got 2 more Farrow & Ball colours here. So this one is Manor House Grey and this one is Pavilion Grey. I actually quite like this with Pavilion Grey, and I don't know. This was supposed to make my decisions easier and it's actually made my decisions harder. Oh, and we still have this chest of drawers in here as well because we are going to Scotland tomorrow. So we didn't really have enough time over this weekend to move all of the mirrored furniture. So we're going to do that when we're back from Scotland. We're only in Scotland tomorrow night, so it's not a very long trip at all. That's going to be in a separate video as well, by the way. So yeah, that's kind of a little mini interiors update for now. As I said earlier, this is going to kind of be like an ongoing project. We'll do little bits as we can, bit by bit, over the next few weeks / potentially months. And yeah, of course, we will keep you guys updated on all this. I'm actually feeling really drained because that cold started to grab hold of me earlier on in the week. So I'm just going to go and have a little chill out. I need to have a shower because our flight for Scotland is really early tomorrow morning. So I need to make sure that I'm all prepared tonight, ready for an early morning. Good evening. I have had a shower. I have got an itchy nose. I'm in my Roots sweats. Best thing.
You chest of drawers yet?
Huh?
You moved that chest of drawers yet?
No, I can't move this on my own. Don't be ridiculous. Best sweats ever, before I was rudely interrupted. And I have got together my suitcase, which is just on the floor. We're literally just going to share one carry-on because we're gone for the night. And that's it. So there's no point in taking any more than just one carry-on suitcase. I've got my travel outfit packed, well not packed, hung up and ready over there because I think we're going to be leaving the house 7 o'clock in the morning. So it's actually not as early as I made out before. Like I thought we were going to have to leave earlier than that. So the flight actually isn't that early, but because it's from Luton, it's the worst airport ever, just because it's the furthest away from us. It's a bit of a mish to get to. So I'm going to sign off this week's vlog here. I'm going to try and get myself an early night. I need to go and steam that coat up there, so I'm going to whip out my steamer in a minute and get myself a good night's sleep. Potentially put on a bit of a face mask maybe. So thank you very much for watching and catching up with us on this, I suppose it's a little mini weekend vlog. I just wanted to kind of catch up and do a little mini vlog to get back into the swing of things. So hopefully I can get my vlogging momentum going and, you know, resume some kind of normality now we're back in the UK. So I will see you guys. When's the next video? Sunday, I believe, and it is a video with mangoes. I will see you then.